Boys, am I glad to see you guys. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Kev the G, or Kevin. We've got something pretty special today. We are going to pick up another car. I can't tell you guys what it is yet. You'll see, you'll see. I'm getting a super good deal on it, and yeah, do I need to say more? But I need to go because I got a 38-minute drive ahead of me. Figured that I should probably... Dude, I just watched that guy run a red light. I figure I should probably let you guys in partially on the secret. We're on the way to the bank right now to go pull out some cash just so we can purchase this vehicle that we're going to look at. And I gotta say, I'm super excited. I've actually seen this car for quite a while now. It was in one of my neighbor's garage down the street for 6-8 months, and all of a sudden it disappeared and never saw it again. And suddenly it appears on the side of the road by my house, and I'm like, okay, that's weird. So I go over and take pictures of it and decide to leave a note on it on the back of an old AutoZone receipt, and all it had is my name, my phone number, and is this vehicle for sale? And I didn't think anything of it, and it also poured that night, so I figured, well, the note got ruined, I have no chance of getting this car. And as luck has it, the guy texts me back and is willing to sell it to me. So we are on our way to the bank right now to go and pull out some cash and get this process underway. Alrighty, and we have made it to the bank. It's like a 35-minute drive. It's kind of ridiculous, but it's the closest one to me. So, I guess I did that to myself. But I'm gonna run in, grab the cash. In the meantime, you guys enjoy some cinematics, and I'll be back in a minute. Have gotten the money, and we are on our way to go pick up this car. I am gonna have to figure out a tow truck situation or something like that. Obviously I'm alone today, nobody's with me, so I won't be able to drive the car home since I am, well, already driving one. Oh my god. So, yeah. I feel like I've been stringing you guys along enough for this, so why don't I just show you the car? I'm looking at it right now. It is absolutely gorgeous, and I just can't wait to see what I'm going to do with this. So without further ado, get ranked. There's no car there yet. I'm waiting for it to get towed here. So it's getting towed here right now and should arrive soon, and then we can start working on it. I know that there's a couple things that are going to need to be fixed right away. There's a small vacuum leak as well as a fuel leak, and of course it's going to need paint correction and the whole 9 yards. So we're going to give it what it needs and hopefully be able to do what we need to do. But I still haven't told you guys what it is. There is a little hint right behind me. It may or may not be another one of these. Shh, I didn't say that. Well, it is the next day, and the car finally arrived last night at about 8 o'clock in the evening. I paid for the car at 10:30 a.m., so I was, needless to say, a little bit anxious throughout all of yesterday, waiting for this thing to get here. I think I've been dragging you guys on long enough, so without further ado, we're going to welcome another 500 SL to the family. Okay, so just a little bit of backstory. This one, this 500 SL, not an SL 500. This 500 SL is a 1991. It's got about 72,000 miles on it, which is pretty good. It's kind of broken in at that point. But the problem is this one has a fuel leak. So I'm gonna lay underneath the car and diagnose that, but first I need to get this thing cleaned up because it is absolutely disgusting and I just can't stand for that. So without further ado, we're gonna start cleaning and set the camera up on a tripod. Okay, so I'm gonna take a second here and just show you guys around the car, show you all of the dirt and disgustingness that's all over this car. It's been sitting outside for quite a while, so yeah. That might be kind of hard to see with my shadow, but all this dirt and crumbs and garbage and stuff that all came out of these wheels. So they're definitely gonna need a deeper cleaning. If we get down here and zoom in for you, they're definitely going to need some help. But overall, the thing looks really good for how much I paid for it. So I guess I should tell you guys, I paid $1,300 for this car. It doesn't run, it has a fuel leak in the back. Every time I crank it, it's dripping fuel out of the back of the car. So that's gonna be our first order of business after we're done doing the wash. So I'm gonna get the wash done so we can start working on that. Okay, so we have washed the car now, thoroughly dried it. Looks pretty good. It's definitely gonna need like a 3-stage polish and compounding, but just look at it, it's so cool. Now that we're done washing and drying and everything like that, I'm gonna let it sit out here for a minute and just dry out. While that's going on, I'm gonna vacuum out the interior and just try and get all of the general tree stuff, seeds, garbage out of the inside of the car. So it's a little bit cleaner, and then we'll start working on the fuel leak so we can eventually start her up and take her for a drive.
shabby, not too shabby. It really doesn't look too bad in here, but there is like tree seeds, and here you can kind of see it better here. It's kind of where the top has disintegrated, where the headliner is starting to disintegrate, and so that's basically what all of that is. So now I'm going to vacuum all that out and hopefully get the interior cleaned up just a little bit. Alrighty, so now I know that there was a little bit of a break in between last time I pulled out the camera, but the entire interior has now been vacuumed out and looks much, much, much better. The seats have been cleaned and protected with leather protectant, so those are good, and they were moisturized. And you can see back here now, there's no more garbage back here. Wow. Now comes the fun part where I get to crank it and lay underneath it and find out where the gas leak is. So let's, I guess, do this. Oh, buddy. Alrighty, so it's been a few days since that last clip of me jacking up the car. In those couple of days, I have put the hardtop on the car now, so that's great. I have gotten the fuel line off and figured out that I also ordered another fuel line, but I ordered the wrong one. So my goal today is to find somebody that will make me a fuel line just the same as this one. So right now we're on our way to Hose Power USA, and that's in Tampa. It's like a 30-minute drive for me. So we're gonna go over there. I'm gonna bring the hose into them and just ask them if they can't make me a hose the exact same with the same bends and fittings. I know the thread pitch and size of everything, so that really shouldn't be too much of an issue. So we're on our way, but I figured I would give you guys a little update since it's been a couple of days since I picked up the camera. I've been real busy. And let's get out and get a cold start since it's actually kind of cold out, and the black SL has been sitting outside for, well, since the red SL got here. So let's get a cold start. Okay, on our way to Hose Power USA, we go! Alright, so a little bit of a change of plans. We are not going to Hose USA anymore. We are at Goodyear, and that's because Hose USA did not have the correct fittings. So we're gonna try Goodyear and hope for the best. Okay, I'm pretty sure that that doesn't say Goodyear. Went to Goodyear, they told me, nope, we do not have that, go to Amazon Hose and Rubber. So, I'm at Amazon Hose and Rubber, so third time's the charm? Let's go, boys. So they were able to cut off the original fittings on this hose and just replace the hose, because that was the part that was the issue, was the hose, not really the fittings. The fittings were fine. So I had them replace it with this nice braided steel hose, and my camera won't focus. So it was $160, so better be worth it. But we're on our way back home, and we're gonna put this on the car and then start up the red SL for the first time ever. Okay, so I got the car all jacked up, I'm back home now. Fuel line is sitting right there, and I'm gonna get underneath the car and start doing the installs. So without further ado, I'll get you guys on the tripod so you can watch this too. Okay, so I just got the fuel line on. It's just finger tight right now. I'm gonna go underneath the car and tighten everything. Then we get to start the car. Yay, I'm really worried. I think it'll be fine. It was just that one line that looked bad. The rest of them actually looked great. So let me get that line tight and then we'll see if this thing's gonna start. Freaking run. She drives, boys. I'm driving her down the road right now. Everything looks pretty solid. The brakes feel pretty bad. Obviously, we're gonna need new brakes. It sounds like I'm gonna need a new bearing as well on one side. But, I mean, overall, she drives pretty dang good.